Just a few years ago, the mere concept of a Civil War 2.0 seemed like a fantasy. But now as tensions have risen and the country has become more unstable, the possibility of a civil war is on a lot of people's minds. But if it ever were to happen, there are 4 choices you must make. Number 1 is prepare to bug in. Always be prepared to hunker down for an extended period of time. If the power, internet, or police services went down, would you be prepared to sustain yourself? Power plants in particular would likely be targeted by violent groups looking to escalate the unrest. Do you have enough food, water, medicine, ammunition, and other supplies to last you for not just a few months, but possibly for a few years? Do you have alternative energy sources? Do you have a water purification system? What about a radio to obtain your news under the assumption that the internet and television won't be available? You have to keep in mind that even after the fighting is over, things might not return to normal for years. Be sure to forge alliances with your neighbors so you can exchange resources and help one another in need. Even neighbors with differing political views can still unite under a common cause of keeping one another safe. Number 2 is prepare to bug out. Even though hunkering down will probably be the safest choice for you, be ready to get out of Dodge if necessary. After all, the fighting could come directly to you, and in this case, the safest option is to have a plan to bug out. Now, to bug out, you need to have a specific destination in mind that you can bug out to and that you believe will be safe. A destination that is a secured zone with family members or friends is ideal. Have a minimum of 3 routes for getting to this destination, and try to stay ahead of everyone else when evacuation occurs. If there's a mandatory evacuation order, you should ideally evacuate before everyone else does in order to avoid heavy traffic conditions. Now, number 3 is to fight outright or undercover. While it may not be your best option, you always have the option to fight on one side, either outright or covertly. After all, you may feel that you cannot stand idly on the sidelines and that your cause is actually worth dying for. But everything changes in war, and the fight for a perceived best cause can become very murky at best. To really understand war, you need to talk to its victims, and particularly its civilian population who suffered through it. Now, number 4, there's always a chance you get caught up in the storm. I don't even think we can really call this one a choice, but we're going to talk about it anyway. Whether you stay in place or flee to safety or choose to fight, you may have no choice in regards to what happens to you. If you stay where you are and hunker down, the fight may come right to you. If you flee to a safe area that may not stay safe for long, or you may have to fight along the way to get to your safe area. Therefore, you need to be prepared to get caught up in the storm no matter what. Invest in body armor. Always carry a sidearm, and have sandbags ready to go so you can fortify your home if need be. Now, if you enjoyed this video, you might want to give us a like, hit this subscribe right here, and then maybe check out this video. I'm AP, and until next time, I'm out of here.